Leo was a cat of simple pleasures, a warm spot in the sun, a good nap, and the occasional string to chase. His world was a cozy, predictable loop of comfort. But one Friday night, a new aroma wafted through the house, an irresistible scent of baked dough, tangy tomato sauce, and melted cheese. It was pizza night. From his vantage point under the dining table, Leo watched as his family shared the glorious dish. A small piece of golden brown crust, no bigger than his paw, tumbled to the floor. Curiosity piqued. He crept forward and gave it a tentative sniff, then a delicate lick. It was a revelation, a crunchy, savory explosion of flavor he had never known. That night, Leo didn't dream of chasing mice. He dreamt of floating pizzas, of pepperoni planets and waterfalls of mozzarella. He was no longer just Leo, the simple cat. He was Leo, the pizza aficionado, and his life now had a new, cheesy purpose. He had to have more. Part 2, The Great Pizza Heist. A week later, the familiar, heavenly scent returned. The family had ordered pizza again. This time, Leo was prepared. He wasn't going to wait for scraps to fall from the heavens. He was going to claim his prize directly from the source. The large, flat cardboard box sat on the kitchen counter. A fortress guarding the treasure was in. Leo, now a feline strategist, surveyed the terrain. His first attempt to scale a dining chair was a clumsy failure, ending in a soft thud on the rug. The next attempt, via a wobbly kitchen stool, was equally unsuccessful. But Leo was not deterred. Gathering all his strength, he took a running leap from the floor, a ginger blur of fur and determination, and landed silently on the counter. The box was warm. He nudged it with his nose, pawed at the corners, and finally, with a gentle push, the lid popped open. He had done it. Before him lay a perfect, uncut circle of cheesy, saucy glory. It was more beautiful than he had ever imagined. The moment was his. Part 3, A Cheesy Lesson. Victory was sweet, but also very, very cheesy. Leo dove in, taking a huge bite. The melted cheese stretched, the crust crunched. It was everything he had dreamed of and more. He ate, and ate, and ate, lost in a frenzy of flavor. He barely noticed when he had consumed nearly half the pizza. The triumphant feeling soon gave way to a low grumble in his belly, a very uncomfortable, heavy, and bloated feeling. Leo lay on the cool kitchen floor, groaning softly. His grand heist had ended not in glory, but in a giant tummy ache. When his family found him beside the half-eaten pizza, they weren't mad. They looked at his round belly and sad eyes with concern. Leo had learned a valuable, albeit painful, lesson. Too much of a good thing was, in fact, a very bad thing. The next day, when offered a small piece of leftover pizza, he turned his nose away. Instead, his family gave him a small, fish-shaped treat, made just for him. He ate it happily, purring with contentment. He still loved pizza, but he had discovered the greater joy of moderation and the simple pleasure of a treat that was just the right size.